We're just in Meole Brace and we're going to be looking at the old Meole Brace Mill. Just in the distance is the Brooklands pub, opposite BP petrol station and the bridge, and Meole Island just here. We're in the Rebrook Nature Reserve. And obviously we've got the brook just down here, and many years ago the brook used to divert just up from the bridge here, our side, and would divert across the Brooklands car park, would go round here and meet up with the mill, then re-meet back up with the Rebrook. Obviously the Rebrook along here has never really changed at all, but the mill dates back to medieval, post-medieval times. It was first documented in the 12th century and was very, very profitable by the early 19th century, but it was converted into a ice factory and to make ice for the butchers in the town and local areas. But by the end of the Second World War it was defunct, and my mum can remember it in the late 1960s, early 1970s as being derelict. It was obviously eventually knocked down. It was a beautiful building. There are photographs of it, and there's a photograph at the BP bridge taken looking over this direction over here, and you can see the brook as it is now, obviously, and you can see the diversion that went across the Brooklands car park which met up for it. So I'd imagine that was purposely built for the mill, but it's not as well documented as the mill race, you know, further downstream on the Rebrook. If we make our way across, I'll show you where it was. I always used to think as a teenager it was on this side of the brook, actually in the nature reserve, but I found out it wasn't the case, and the audience survey maps proved that as well. But it was quite a big old mill, and I think by the time of the 18th century there wasn't much of the original mill itself, so I presume it was developed, you know, really developed, like the Salop steam laundry. They developed that for mostly of the old mill, which probably was the case here. But the mill itself now has been built on, and Mill Lane in Meole Village just over here, which backs onto the back of the Brooklands, obviously that's been named after the mill. But where the new houses are here was where the mill was. Where the wall is here, I was told that was part of it, and the actual old Meole Mill was just over here, and it was quite a big complex, but it's very marshy along here, but as I said, it's long gone. But there are photographs of it online. We just have a look. But obviously, as I said, the brook would divert across here and meet round, then go across the gardens here and meet back up the brook over here. And obviously just on the corner here was a sluice. So obviously the sluice was in operation, then it would back up and let the water go across here. Mill is just over there, and we'd go across Brooklands car park and meet up with the brook here, just a bit before the BP bridge, so fate our side, upstream, not downstream. But that's the case of the old mill. But there are obviously a number of mills that are powered on the Rebrook, and according to the Doomsday Book, the Rebrook was one of the most profitable mills, the series of mills in the country at that time. But I will be doing videos on each mill over time, so I'll be able to talk to you individually, say, on each mill. But I hope you've enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and I shall speak to you soon. Take care. Bye bye.